Let me see. Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers. I'm DJ Pierre. That's the homie Po. And tonight we got the homie M. Doc Diego with us. What's going on with you?
Salute.
Did I say the
Thanks
name
for
right?
having me. Yep, M. Diego. Yep.
You Spanish or something?
No. What'd you say?
No, that's when was he Spanish? Cause the name.
Nah.
Oh, because it's Diego.
I got a brother who's I got a brother who's half Puerto Rican, but as far as like where the name came from, Diego was my Spanish name. You know, in Spanish class, you all get to pick a name. So that's where I came up with that. And then as far as M. Dot, that's short for Murdoch Diego. That's how it started. I just kept it short for M. Dot Diego, and Dot stands for Donna Composition. You know, and the M stands for melanated Donna Composition.
Shit. I know, I ain't know it was all that.
Word, yeah.
Got some meaning behind it. I see you from you from New York or you from North Carolina? It say upstate New York.
Originally I was born in Rochester, New York, and I say like around 9 or 10. My mom moved us down south to take care of my granddad, but we just ended up staying there in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And that's where I grew up at. But I always would travel to, Rochester in the summertime. And my dad was being a DJ, he had his own studio, so I was always around, hip hop, especially as far as the local hip hop scene, in Chapel Hill as well as Rochester.
Yeah, I would say I forgot where it is actually in North Carolina, but I know they just made a mural of oh shit, my bad, take the shit off.
Knife Wonder.
Yeah, they made that mural with Wonder on. I saw that.
I believe that might have been either Winston-Salem or he teaches in I think he teaches in Raleigh. I know he teaches at Central.
You were saying
his own little class. I met Knife Wonder in high school right after he sold the beat to Jay-Z, that Threat beat on the Black album.
Yeah.
Pretty much I had like a rap club with me and a few of my friends, and every club, when you start a club, you have to have a teacher that's chaperone, and you get to use their classroom for meetings. So we pretty much got together a few days out the week, and we would come up with poetry as well as we came up with raps. And our teacher, he went to school with Knife Wonder back in the day, so he came to our school and taught to us, and just gave us some games. So it was definitely a dope thing. Just to talk to somebody who's been in the industry and so beats to top premier artists and whatnot.
Yeah, then I said from Little Brother you went to J. Cole. So did he influence you any being out there and coming up?
Yeah, as far as North Carolina artists, definitely artists like J. Cole. I definitely like Knife Wonder, Little Brother, as well as there was some local hip hop acts like Typhoon, Hazardous. It's mad dope groups like Foundation 86, and as well as Rochester, New York as well, like 38 Special, Ito, and just mad dope artists that some of these artists I actually got to be around and see work in the studio. So that was always my influence, just being around hip hop.
Do you know about you heard about ACM in Rochester? They got INF. It's kind of INF out there in Rochester. High caliber. Yeah, they out there too. That's my homie. He got a group. They got a lot of cats that be rapping with them, but I know he from Rochester too.
Who, Inf?
Yeah, that's why I was asking about him.
Inf, you talking about from High Caliber Music?
Yeah, his name INF with an exclamation point on it.
Yeah. That's the homie. Yeah. I got a track with his cousin. His cousin name is Juggernaut.
Mike
Johnson Jr.
Yeah, I had him on the podcast too.
I got a track with him. Yeah, those are homies, definitely. It's a tight knit community as far as the hip hop, underground scene.
No, that's my homie, man. We used to have wrestling parties on Zoom and watch wrestling together.
Yeah, he be promoting it on Facebook because we friends on Facebook. I be seeing it.
Now I was gonna
It's
say,
a small world.
yeah,
Right.
I would ask you far as like with the so North Carolina, the new school, like one person I'm a fan of is the baby. You like his stuff?
Yeah, I like the bit, especially as like right before he like really blew up and whatnot, more of his older music. I definitely was a fan of his whole come up and his whole grind because he got his own sound, but it's reminiscent of that early, that trap sound, as far as like when Jeezy was getting on and when T.I. was getting on, it kind of remind you of that type of era as far as the music he was creating around that time.
Yeah, I like him. Like far as with the new, you rate him put the new people. Yeah, he up there with the new people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
Man,
he's
he
got
got a
his
good
name
story
up
because
too.
he was able to navigate being canceled.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Probably one of the
Especially recently.
first ones who navigated that.
Right. Yeah. Because most people wouldn't have lasted. But he's
Hey.
still pushing. His buzz ain't as big as like because you could tell he had a machine behind him, but he was already, before he got on, as far as having a record deal, he was already buzzing. You know what I mean? He already had a good name or whatnot. So that's why he was able to last, and still maneuver with all the politics and whatnot.
No, it's good. It's I like you said they had a machine because that kind of like proves that's proof of people having the machine because before, yeah, you couldn't. Baby was everywhere. I mean, he still was able to navigate it, but like you see, it ain't as big as it is. Like I mean, you hearing some of it on the radio, but he had to like because I know that song he got, that latest song that's on the radio. It sounded similar to the Lil Uzi song. I didn't know who it was because Lil Uzi got the "I Wanna Rock," and then I think Baby's is
Shakes on his better
hands
though.
on their knees, hands on.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made a
Shake
better
Some.
song. He made it better. He did it better than Lil Uzi Vert.
But you could, but okay. Even if you're saying that, they push Lil Uzi Vert more because Lil Uzi Vert still
That's
got
why
the
he number
machine
one.
behind him.
He ain't canceled right now. Yeah, he didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He just letting his
Right.
girl beat up on him in public, throwing phones at him and shit. And what y'all would
Right.
have did? So say you had the Grammys, right? And you and your girl get to argue, she just throw a phone at you in front of everybody. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna
I ain't
do
doing nothing because I know all the cameras
I
on
mean,
there. Man, look,
it's nothing you can do in that situation.
I'm saying, y'all
Only
ain't
thing you can do is
you ain't doing nothing,
that off
man.
though? You gonna still talk to her and y'all still together?
Oh, that part.
I'm definitely gonna whisper something, let her know.
Yeah. He said something. No, my thing is this. Yeah, if it's something that I know I ain't do wrong and you spazzing like that, but he couldn't do nothing like right at that moment. I remember, man, when I was in the Marines, we was doing an inauguration for I think Bush's second term. They had us at the Pentagon lined up on the streets outside of DC, and they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be a lot of people here who don't like the military. They not fans of Bush, so." Man, they may spit on you, they may throw urine on you, they may throw blood, but y'all can't do nothing because the news only gonna show the Marine attacking the person that threw the stuff on them. But I was like, you guys people, they ain't gonna let that slide though. You gonna have to catch me on the news.
Yeah.
Man, you heard what happened?
Right one.
I don't know. You probably heard what happened out here though, but we got the base out here. So on the base, they found a 14-year-old girl in somebody's barracks room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard
it's some wild stuff happening.
But I was like, I guess if you're looking at like if that dude was 18, like is it really that bad if dude was 18? Like I don't know how old dude was, but they did find
18 and 14 is pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. But if she lied about it, I don't know. That shit crazy.
Now the world just different than what we know it as, right? So like,
yeah.
That's why I just see certain things. I'm like, I see why old heads was saying things when we was little now. Because shit, now you the old head complaining about what's going on.
Exactly. Back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day when I just saw somebody post something with Lady London? This is my thing, because it's talking about female rap, right? So they getting a lot of buzz because what they talking about is because look, everybody gotta wait their turn for whatever they doing to become hot. Right. So right now, female rap is hot. But now that the spotlight is on you as being y'all doing the worst shit.
But I mean, but think about it. I guess if you look at it like this, okay, look at it like Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. Are they really doing anything worse than what Lil Kim and Foxy Brown doing, or did it just come back around?
I think it's more.
They worse now.
Right. Because like back then you had to be more lyrical, and like it wasn't every bar, every song. Like there's certain songs, Little Kim and Foxy Brown, even Nicki Minaj, they're not just rapping about sex. They can rap about other stuff. You know what I mean? Versus now it's like it's all sex. And it's like raunchy, like
it's raunchy sex, right?
You don't like Pound Town? You don't like that song? Pound Town? That Pound Town. I can't even believe that's a song. I was like, damn, that's a song? Like, shit.
That should be coming on the radio out here.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, it come on the radio like mainstream radio, first, the big ones. Yep. But that's just how it is. You got the girls, they taking over doing the raunchy songs, and then it's like, you know what I mean, a few years ago when Shay Noor and Rhapsody and it's mad dope artists that I did tracks with, like Indigo Phoenix and Golden, and it's mad dope female artists, you know what I mean? And like talented, like they conscious, they can spit bars, they can do punchlines, they can rap about street stuff, but it's like only the
ain't getting no love.
Hey,
right,
so that's
shout out Caleb Bishop.
No, I'm saying that's letting you know. Then that's letting you know it's the labels putting them girls out.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he putting them Ice Spices and all them girls out.
Yeah, because like you saying, Doc, shit, it's already was girls out here who had bars. So where the new ones coming from?
Out of nowhere too. Like you don't even like. Usually you'll see a grind. You know what I mean? They'll work their way up through the college radio and through the blogs and whatnot. But these girls, they just blowing up overnight. On large platforms. So it's some type of, you know what I mean, like machine, or they call them, industry puppets or whatever.
Or plants.
Like you could tell us, industry plant. Like you could tell us something behind the scenes because it's not organic.
I mean, I asked the little dude. I think the dude we play these little basketball sim things, and there's a kid in there. I think he's 17 or 18, and somebody asked him who was his favorite artist out right now. He said Ice Spice. So somebody said, "Yo, Ice Spice, give me some bars by Ice Spice." And then he said, she in her mood. I was like, wait, come on, bro.
I was gonna say she a baddie with her baby friends.
But I was like, yo, if they, but see, we gotta look at it. If he is a consumer of the music, and to him that's bars, what can somebody who's talking conscious, talk about this, what can they do? Nothing.
The beats though, everybody liking her. It's them beats because it's kind of like the drill. It's that same little drill beats. They rapping on them beats still, so it don't matter what you're saying on them beats. You be saying whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely like 60 to 70% of the the current hit factor. You know what I mean? It's definitely the beat. It's a catchy hook, and then like it's not lyricism. It's those one-liners. You know what I mean? Those catchy little one-lines in the verse, and it could be it could be a whack verse, but you give them one line that they could repeat.
That they can remember.
Right. You know what I mean? That's the whole formula right now as far as catching the hook. You know what I mean? Catching a hit record.
I want to rock. He just said I want to rock like 20 times. Then he said
that'd be crazy if you took some pills and you in the club and that shit come on. It's a rap. Because that's one of those. Like, they can play that at the raves and stuff.
Exactly. That's another thing. Like it'd be certain music, especially that drill type music or whatever, the mumble rap or whatever type music. Like that's the music that's they want you to be on a certain type of frequency, a certain type of drug.
That
so you can feel that right. And that's what I mean. It's all a part of the agenda. That's
Yeah, it
all.
is, because I was thinking, I was like, shoot, man, look at Cardi B, bro. Cardi B got one album out, but she jump on everybody's song, and it's keeping her in tune with the younger crowd so that she don't fade away. Because like people our age that like Cardi B, like my brother was just telling me, his wife is a Cardi B fan, and she like, yo, where's Cardi B's second album out? So people like that is like, yo, give
Right.
me an album, Cardi B. But if she keep jumping on the song with the new young artists, she ain't got to worry about us worrying about an album, because she got the young kids calling her the GOAT because she jump on this track, and the guy look, good formula, right? Because Cardi B know, all right, even if she ain't writing it, if she do writing it, those people's songs that she on, she rap last and her verse is crazy. Those people
Right.
probably even got good verses. But Cardi B come on, it's like, oh shit, this song hard now.
Yeah. But it's like you said, that's how she stay relevant as far as the music. But nowadays, when you somebody like her who have the platform she got, I'm pretty sure she got like sponsors and commercials and all types of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why she don't have to put out another album, because it's just different now as far as the music industry. Like if you could find multiple lanes to make money, you don't have to put out so much music, and you could tell like with Cardi B. And then there's other artists who have to constantly put out music because they don't really do the extra stuff. You know what I mean? They just focus on music.
No, that's what's up. Go ahead, Paul.
I'm saying Kai Cent make $200,000 a month off streaming. He's 21 years old.
And it's artists you probably never even heard of that's getting money off of streaming. And that's just streaming alone. And it's like once you're getting that much, somebody gonna approach you as far as a sponsorship or, wear my product, I'll pay you this in your next video. You know what I mean? It's all types of stuff like that. But that's where it's headed now. And then there's, the music takes a back burner. That's why the music ain't good like it used to be, because people just trying to get a quick dollar.
And you right though. You had to be hungry and put out quality music back when in the day. But shit, if you already know you sponsored by Bud Light and Geico or whatever, you already know you do a couple appearances for Geico and Bud Light. That's $1 million that you would normally have to have to make $1 million off streaming. You would need them to stream your shit like 100 million times probably.
Exactly. And even
so
before streaming, you have to sell.
Who was that saying they make money off appearances now? They just go do appearances. They don't do no more music.
Yeah, that's what Blueface be doing. All them little new rappers, they get famous, then they just start getting money off hosting and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's where it's at.
But as an artist yourself, like you feel like how would you describe like the music and your sound?
As far as the underground and as far as my sound, like I think the underground is thriving, especially just because of what we was talking about. The mainstream ain't putting out good music, so people are really taking the time to search good music. And as far as my sound, it's like, like I said, I grew up listening to Chapel Hill underground scene, Rochester hip hop scene, and I grew up listening to NWA, to Wu-Tang, to Outkast, 3 6 Mafia, just the list goes on, D Block and Dipset. So that's how I got my sound. It's just growing up listening to so many different, good hip hop from underground to mainstream. And, it's definitely prevalent today. You know what I mean? That's why you see artists like Griselda and Spesh and, Ransom and all these other artists in the underground thriving because, they're making that sound that people want to hear.
No, I agree, man, because we didn't stumble upon some gems just doing the podcast, but like, I don't know, man, I be thinking like everything all come full circle. But what I was really about to ask you is, because you mentioned NWA, the Tony Yayo Drink Champs thing with Biggie and the storytelling.
Right.
If you, my opinion on it was this: I felt like it wasn't fair to Biggie, to compare him like that to somebody who, if we broke down Ice Cube, because this is how we work as people, right? People would gravitate toward Biggie more, but if we really sat down and did the homework, it's not fair. It's not even a fair comparison for Biggie.
Right,
If
exactly.
you break down everything Ice Cube did, just because he ain't put an album out in 10 years, don't mean he wasn't that dude. And we tend to forget as people, consumers of the music, that Ice Cube, he wrote all Eazy-E albums, he wrote all the NWA albums. So anything you liked at that time that they was putting out, he wrote it. And he did his own albums.
Yeah.
And then he was
he got some bangers. He got some bangers for sure. Like, cause my mom was a big Ice Cube fan, so that's why I grew up listening to Ice Cube and NWA. But like you said, it is unfair, especially if you add in Ice Cube as far as screenwriting and being able to tell a story in a movie. Then it's even more unfair. And all Biggie got is 2 albums and Junior Mafia and writing for Little Kim. That's all really Biggie got. So it ain't really fair. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have made that comparison. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to judge a Biggie or a Tupac or even a Big L or Big Pun just because, their time was cut short, but they still did so much great things. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
I saw what just happened with Tupac.
Oh, they ran in somebody's house?
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? From 96? What they finna find
let them, we gotta let them rest.
But I mean, shit, they never found out what happened. You for real?
The doors ain't all closed.
Yeah, he still gotta figure out what happened. I mean, like, if you hit Mama, you want to know what happened?
Mama dead too, ain't she?
Yeah, she did pass away a couple years ago.
Mama dead and his stepfather did.
Like, yo, Mama want to know what happened.
Their stepdad just died. And he just got released from prison. That was a messed up part.
Yeah. He did an interview.
Yep.
He couldn't wait to do an interview.
Right. As soon as he get out, he passed away. That's just how
Tupac Daddy. That's why they said they let him out too.
Right. Because he was getting sick.
Yeah, he was getting sick or whatever. But you said something earlier about like the lyricism and this and that. Look, I've been having this conversation with a couple people, man. Look, my thing on lyricism is this. Like, growing up, I thought lyricism was like using big words and shit that you didn't understand. But now I'm older, I'm like, man, lyricism is your ability to convey a message, right? Like, if you put a song out and people understand what you're saying and they feel it, it don't matter if you just saying, I want to rock, our hands on the knees. People gonna look at that and be like, yo, I feel that because I'm dancing at this moment. Or like a Lil Wayne. They said, who's better lyrically, Lil Wayne or Jay-Z? And I said this. I said Lil Wayne. I feel like if you take the Lil Wayne catalog versus the Jay-Z catalog and broke down the lyrics in those two catalogs, a lot of people said Jay-Z. There's people who say Lil Wayne in the poll, but I feel like shit. Lil Wayne say some crazy stuff, man. That it go over your head a little bit.
Oh yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of them, both of them really, but that's another tough comparison, just because it just depends on what mood you in, what groove you in. But they both talented lyricists for sure.
And I will say, even how you talking about Ice Cube, like, how many songs is really better than Today Was a Good Day? How many rap songs is better than that one song? That's what I said. That's probably that's at least one of the top 5 songs in rap. Top 10 for sure, but probably top 5.
Man, that's a top 10 rap song. They say,
huh?
They say that's a top 10 rap song, and probably if you going storytelling only, that's like 1, 2, 3 maybe in hip hop. Like, Summertime, Will Smith is a good storytelling song.
Yeah, somebody told me that a little while ago. We were talking about that.
But Slick Rick's children's story, things like that, those top 5s. Like, right. Biggie's look, Biggie had Juicy is probably one of the GOAT storytelling, and that's not even adding I got a story to tell.
Yeah, I'm about to say I got a story to tell.
That one is classic storytelling, right? He talking about a Knicks player. He with the Knicks player girl, and the Knicks player come home. He got to put the duct tape around, act like he robbing her. Man, come on.
Yeah, y'all see what Diddy be doing now with his son?
What?
he just using all his old samples and giving to his son. Like
Oh yeah,
can't stop, won't stop with Kodak Black and his son.
right,
What?
right.
Now they just did they doing that Can't You See One, I think. I'm
They
like,
rapping over him?
he just redoing, he remixing.
Then they
to
redo
his
it.
son.
Hey, everybody else doing it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I was listening to Lola Brooke because they were saying she was fire. Every song I heard was a sample of an old song.
Yeah, that's what I be saying. I be like, it's so easy now because all you gotta do, that's the first thing. If you get an old song and that old song was already a hit, when the people hear that song, they
That's
ear
not
already
fair,
open.
right?
Yeah, they
That
ear
ain't-
already open because they know that song, so you already open. You know what I'm saying? They just it's easy now. That shit easy.
Yeah. And they're doing it way too much now. Like every time I turn on the radio, it's a remake.
Old song. Yeah.
Right. It's crazy. And then like they don't even really change it up. It be damn near the same
They
beat.
using the same
They
I
words
had
too.
said that. I had said that about Burna Boy.
Right, yeah.
First, the nigga gonna come out with the Tony Braxton song, and it ain't really no new song. He just basically him singing with Tony Braxton. Then this nigga gonna come back and do a song he did the Sitting on Top of the World with Brandy. I'm like, oh my god.
What?
Yeah, he got a new song. He doing the Sitting on Top of the World Brandy song.
But
like,
see,
I
listen.
think I heard that.
When you are like you underground, you rapping about you staying true to yourself. How does it feel to see that by other people though? They just remixing old stuff. Maybe look, I seen songs like he said featuring whatever Big Pun, but all they doing is using one of his lyrics. He ain't even alive. How you got a song featuring Big Pun?
They be like song featuring Big Pun. Then that shit be like, I don't want to be a player no more. You be like, nigga, what?
Yeah, all they did was sample him.
Yeah.
It's
like how does
it's
that feel?
disrespectful, man.
Yeah,
It's disrespectful. Like, especially when you take him from an artist who ain't here no more, because it's like you don't like with Prince. Prince was the main person that was like, I don't want nobody singing my song. Don't tribute me. Like, you got artists, right? You got artists that they was really passionate about their craft, and then it's like a lot of these artists that's just taking these songs and they're just trying to get high. They're not really passionate about the music. So it's you disrespecting the artist and you disrespecting the culture. You
don't remember that? You see what these cats be trying to do now is like Lotto. Lotto did that Mariah Carey song over, but then she tried to act but then she was like, oh, I didn't even know about that song. Like, what the fuck you talking about? You didn't know about that song. Like you didn't know about Fantasy. Like you know that song.
But I didn't know she was she is only 24 years old.
But somebody knew about that song. Like who knew about the song where they had enough to sample it? She put it all on.
That's her people doing that to her.
But her people or her manager or whoever.
But it's a lot of these new artists coming out the same way. All these new artists, they'll sample somebody's shit. Then they'll be like, oh, I didn't even know whose song it was. It's like, why you sampling it in? Like, you shouldn't even, I'm like you. If you sampling somebody's shit, it's like you paying homage to that person. So you should have respect to know the old song before you just jump on it. That's just me.
Right.
And that make it better because it's like, you knew the song, you might flip a bar or you might have a line in there bigging up the original artist. You know what I mean? Like, when you're a real artist, you do stuff like that instead of somebody that's trying to steal something, just get hot on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So what you working on this year?
Right now, like I just dropped Universal Tongues 3. Me and my bro made some beats from Italy. And we got Golden, Indigo Phoenix, got Cut Supreme on the cuts, got my dad G Nice on the cuts, got Katona P, Blessed Picasso, got some heavy verses from Napoleon the Legend and Math, and it's really been taking off. And recently I'm wrapping up French Connection 3 with Master Kanga from France. And we did French Connection 1 and 2. And that was like really received well throughout the underground. So we figured we had to do a part 3. And as well as me and my bro Katona P, he originally from the Bronx, but he lived here in Rochester as well right now. And we had 3 Kings, the first one. We dropped that a couple years ago, and now we about to drop 3 Kings 2. So I'm always working.
Yeah, I interviewed him probably 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's the bro.
Yeah, cool.
You got a video?
You
Yeah, y'all got a video. We gonna play one of your videos.
Yeah, me and Katona P, we got a few videos. We got Family Tree off for Three Kings. I'm on his project, Killer Instinct, the movie. I think it's called Great Things. I just dropped a video, 1,000 Words off of Universal Tongues 3. But I always try to drop at least 1 or 2 videos with every project.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yo, yeah, Manzu Beats, that's the producer.
Yep, from Italy. He made the beats and mixed and mastered the project. He did it all. Did the artwork too.
All right, what's this track about for the people listening?
1,000 Words is pretty much, this was the first song I wrote to, and just the beat and the griminess, the grittiness, just it inspired me just to write about art. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I'm just rapping about, my city, where I come from, and just, being artistic and, painting a picture with my words. That was pretty much the inspiration behind this.
All right. All right, yo, we got the homie M. Doc Diego.
M. Diego, me, you're familiar. Manzo, UT3. Get familiar, I know you heard. Get familiar, I know you heard. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Get familiar, I know you heard. Get familiar, I know you heard. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Me and Manzu, we back again. 3rd time's the charm, we been practicing. Sharpening the sword, the blacksmith. I burn jewels, pen game like Shakespeare. Writing in this journal, pages I turn through. On stages, we earn those. Pay homage, keep it respectful. All I learn you. Share trouble, share joy. They ain't riding through the storm, can't get love from your boy. Lucky if I let you eat with me, cause we singing plenty. Don't say nothing, just keep it offending. And that same energy, don't need that near me. Better alone than bad company. All about cash and luxury. If you not with me, then it's up with me. No, you can't fuck with me. If you fam, then you stuck with me. Just buck if you nut with me. For all my immediate loved ones, I'ma ride for. And when it go time, I'ma slide for. Play the front and the wall. Flow KO Ken times 104. Keep it 100 and more. Guerrilla warfare, I'm starting with yours. It's all season, we hunting for sport. Get familiar, I know you heard. Get familiar, I know you heard. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Get familiar, I know you heard. Get familiar, I know you heard. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture. Man in the mirror said I've been that nigga. From a city where you might need a blicker, cause the streets getting thicker. Get familiar. Man, so on the beat, Mario on the mixer. This ain't overnight, we moving right. That shit go down smooth. People try to hate, never lose my cool. I'm just putting out work, high quality and mass quantities. Here in this flower city, we bloom the best phone. Remember grandma's garden, now we got our own. Inside the roots trap, babe, we got juice. Live and living proof. Italian architect, Manzu, keep them beats fresh. Ain't nothing for recess. Where I'm from, I'm one of the best. Plus globally, year round to give me my respect. PECT. Plus I got that shit on fly. You see me? Get familiar, I know you heard. Get familiar, I know you heard. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Get familiar, I know you heard. Get familiar, I know you heard. Paint pictures with 1,000 words. Paint pictures with 1,000 words.
We are going to write an essay, no less than 1,000 words.
Yeah, see, man. I like that's my types of music right there, bro. Like,
I appreciate it.
but I was just thinking why, because I think I saw you light up while there was videos on. I was just thinking, man. I said no. Sometimes the best, and I don't know, because I ain't had no drugs since I was like 16, but I would think the best drugs might be the drugs that ain't on the mainstream. Might be some underground shit, right? Like the best of anything is something that you probably can't buy from a store.
Right.
If you see what I'm saying, like with the underground music, it sounds better than what's hot. So I was thinking, like, dang, you know what? The best drugs is probably the drugs that you could probably get on the low under from, like, what people say, like, yo, don't give me the stuff you give everybody else. Give me that real one.
Right. Yeah.
Even at the store,
Definitely.
you be like, yo, I want a burger, but yo, I want the burger you make for the other people. I don't want that one you sell to everybody else, man. But
Right.
where you did the video at? Because I'm in New York, so I see those Seleno and Shin Yun billboards every day.
Yeah. Right here in Rochester. That was downtown Rochester, right at the beginning of downtown Rochester.
Oh
And,
yeah, I'm in Brooklyn.
All right, cool. That's what's up.
So you see
Yeah.
them billboards, that Seleno law firm joint and the little
Yep.
Shin Yun thing. I see them all the time.
Oh yeah. That was especially around that time because they just have put those up recently around
Yeah,
that time. But
yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
man,
Yeah,
this
it's crazy.
the upstate New York scenery. And like, you know, I always wanted to do that, you know, get a shot downtown. And my videographer, Cartel Films, he been working with me for the past few years now. He did like most of my recent music videos, you know what I mean, since 2020. So
Yeah.
I definitely salute to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. They got any I know I hear some of them, but I'll be wondering how legit they are. But like underground, like indie music awards.
We do have a couple as far as like somebody pretty much doing it on their own. It's not like a large scale type of thing. Like I know in
Yeah.
North Carolina, they got the Carolina Music Awards. And that's, you know, you got to go online and vote, and they actually have a place where, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like a normal regular award show. But you do have some people that you know, they try to, you know, give out awards and, you know, show their support and their acknowledgement to the artist that's working. But it's just not on a large scale right now as far as a lot of heads that's contributing to it.
Got it. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, damn, they really got any type of indie type of awards? But I see some, but then you be thinking like, yo, how that person win, or did they just, you know, was you cool with the people who put it together and they picked you, or I don't know how them joints be
Yeah,
going.
because like before, there's been some awards that appeared as that people was pretty much, you know, saying that was what was happening. You know what I mean? As far as the
Like
people
you,
that's
they
putting it
call them the
together.
underground artist of the year, but you ain't never heard of them, or
Yeah, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I never seen this person work before. You know what I mean? And that's what messes up the award. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's no structure to it. You know what I mean? So it's hard to respect. You know what I mean?
I think that's the first step in getting more recognition for the underground. You got to have some people who willing to do stuff like that. That's kind of like why we do what we do, man. Because we my thing is this: some of our favorite. I mean, we got our favorites that's mainstream, but we like a lot of people who ain't out like that. Or when you do hear, you like, yo, that's crazy that you ain't out yet. Like, and we say out, yes, like how come you ain't
Right.
mainstream? But I guess we have to quit doing that, because I guess, shit, man, if you're being true to your craft and true to what you know and true to what you're doing, then it might not. Right now, it ain't no mainstream for that,
Right.
right? It ain't no. It's a lane for you to make
like-
money in being an artist, but as far as them saying, hey, you know, the artist of the year, album of the year is going to M. Diego, right? At this point, because. Like you even watching the awards, I'm like, yo, this person definitely should win. But then you see who win, you like, oh shoot, damn, that's who they jacking at this time right now.
I mean, it would be nice.
So it's tough,
but,
man.
like if we started getting that recognition, as far as especially like if platforms like yourself link up with other platforms, that make it more legit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this group, this panel, you know what I mean, or these people, respectable names or whatnot, they voted on these categories, and
Right.
this was passed on to these people. You know what I mean? That's what make it, you know, more dope and more valuable. But as far as like, you know, why I do it, I would say, like, when I first started, I didn't have any listeners, and now I have, you know, hundreds of listeners in this country. Might be 50 listeners over here in this country, and it might be 1,000 listeners over here, but it you know, it adds up. You know what I mean? It's just like a snowball effect. What I learned is you just gotta keep trying, because you never know. You know what I mean? That one song, that one opportunity might be that opportunity that, you know, make it worth your while. And that started happening when I started working with Manzu Beats. After I worked with Manzu Beats, other producers started reaching out. You know, I got probably over 50 features alone in the past couple of years. You know what I mean? That's just features. That's not even my own projects. I think I put out like 12 or 13 projects in the last 3 years alone. You know what I mean? So it's just opportunities, man. You gotta put in the work and just, you know, recognize your blessings and just try to use it to your advantage. That's all I can say.
Yeah, because to celebrate 50 years of hip hop, BET should have definitely gave out an underground rapper award or something.
See, it's a lot of these platforms. Like some of them was starting to do it. Like Sway in the Morning. Like he be doing stuff as far as having like freestyle ciphers with underground acts and whatnot like that. But a lot of these platforms should really like spotlight the underground artists, because people see us, people recognize us. You know what I mean? Like I remember, you know, Benny the Butcher was looking in Manzu Beats, you know, story. This is around the time when we dropped Universal Tongues 2, and as well as DJ Premier. I think he was either looking at my story or looking at Manzu Beats story. But this is all around the time we was working and putting out music together. So like I've seen firsthand people be watching. You know what I mean? You never know who watching. Like I remember I dropped Hustler's Antidote. I had my bro Katana P on that track. And Freeway, the rapper Freeway, he commented on our post, because we got featured on paperchaser.com on the YouTube channel. And he commented, he was like, he put the fire emojis and he put early. And you know, it was just big for me, because I
stuff
grew up
like that go a long way.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So people be watching, people be noticing, and you don't always get to see. You know what I mean? Like I never forget, because I did my first project with Ito, my mixtape called Autobiography of Pain, and pretty much he told me that we all got ghost followers. You know, you got people that's not gonna like, that's not gonna share, but they watching. You know what I mean? So that always stuck with me. So, you know, I always know I just got to be working. As long as I'm working, then people gonna see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Man, we appreciate you stopping by, man. You know, we always want to get up with some new talent, especially when you get that award. We be like, oh shit, man, we interviewed him on the joint talking about, you know, and you know, and we feel like, you know, artists, underground artists, or artists who you know trying to get in, they more appreciative of stuff like this, man. You know, like Po been doing this for years, man. So like he did talk to everybody, and you know, I mean, he probably don't expect it, but I feel like, shoot, if he came on here and interviewed you when nobody else wouldn't, when you become that pop, main star pop, you should come back and show some love. You feel me? So he had a few people that, you know, he didn't come back and show no love, man.
See, yeah, because like, you know, my dad, like I said, he's a DJ and he worked with a lot of dope artists, and some of the artists do come back, or at least acknowledge him and give him the phone number and talk to him or whatnot. But sometimes you do got people that don't come back, you know what I mean, don't show love. But yeah, I mean, you just, you know what I mean, you can't hold it against them. That's just them, you know what I mean? Just respect the people that do. That's all I say, you know what I mean?
That's a fact. But yeah, man, hey, anything you want to leave the listeners, man, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
we're gonna stay locked in with you.
First off, appreciate y'all, you know what I mean, for supporting me and, allowing me to come here. And shout out to my bro, Manzu Beats. Universal Tongues 3 out now. We got vinyl available on his Bandcamp, Manzu Beats. And just follow us on social media, Manzu Beats, and follow me, M.Diego. We got music everywhere, so just look us up.
For sure. Poe, you got anything before we roll?
Nah, bro, it's nice talking to you.
Thank you. Appreciate the support.
All right, my guy. I'm about to send you an invite on IG right now. I think I just did it. You should get it. All right, look,
All right.
everybody, we got the homie M Doc. Y'all on here listening to the Just Two Black Brothers, man. We appreciate you. Could be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with us. So we salute y'all for that. But we out.
And we usually end with a cipher because I got that fire.
Oh man, you about to
I got
rap?
1,000 verses.